Alright, so I'm going to make a quick video here to show you guys how to make some vector magazine logo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to File, start it off. I have Illustrator open, go to File, go to New, and I'm going to click Print, because it's going to be print. We're going to change our units to inches. 8.5 by 11 is fine. Artboard's just one. Bleed, I don't need any of this for this. And I'm going to click Create. Right. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab my text tool. So all that it means when it says vector is you're doing it all in Illustrator. So I'm going to grab my text tool, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose my font. So I'm going to grab my text tool, come over here and choose my font. I think I'm going to go with let's go with Rocka Times. So I have Rocka Times, and I'm going to click, and I get my lorem ipsum text. If you want it to be something different, you can change it. For this one, I think I'm going to make a print theme magazine. So I have lorem ipsum here. It looks pretty good as it is. So if my magazine, if I didn't want to go any further, this could be my magazine title, but whenever you come up with a title, you want it to be unique, so I'm going to customize it a little bit. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select this. I'm going to change my color to blue. I'm going to select the other side. I'm going to change my color to magenta. So I have cyan and magenta. This is just to give it a little new look. It's starting to look like a magazine title, but I think I can take it a little bit further. I'm going to stretch it a little bit so it's not your average looking magazine title. So it's a little bit taller now. And whenever you start with a magazine title, you should start with a base font, and then you start editing it and changing it a little bit. So I'm going to click in between here, add a little bit more space, right? And I'm liking how this is turning out. Next I'm going to start adding some shapes to it. You can add any kind of shapes. For this one, I'm just going to do a line segment, and I'm going to change this to gray. And I'm going to create a line from there to there, and I'm kind of trying to find the slant of the text. So I got my slant right there. I'm going to increase the stroke on it so it's a little bit thicker. Ooh. Let's change it to gray. So I have my slant, and now I'm gonna add some other text to kind of complete this logo. Click right here, and I'm gonna type magazine. I'm gonna make it a little bit larger. Oops. I'm gonna make it a little bit larger in font size, point size. Let's change the font. I use that like Shri. I'm choosing Shri because it has the bold italic in there. So I'm clicking Shri. I'm going to change this to bold italic. And again, I'm going to make it a little bit larger. I don't know if I want it to be lowercase since I use uppercase for the logo. So I'm going to go down to my character panel, open that up, change it to uppercase. Line it up with the edge here. Always make sure you're lining things up so it looks nice. So I have that magazine. Have my gray bar right here. I'm gonna move it up a little bit so the center's centered, and I'm just gonna add a few more characters. So I'm gonna put a Y right here, and I'm gonna put a K down here. So Y, K, change this to yellow. I'm gonna use a little bit golden yellow so it stands out on the white, and I'm going to change this one. I'm going to leave that as black. So I'm going to change this to a lighter gray though. So now it's coming together. So lorem ipsum magazine. I'm going to group these together in the middle here. So those are grouped. And I think I'm done. I'm just going to add a little circle to make it feel like a registration mark. Let's see, circle. And I'm gonna add a gray back to this. I think it was this gray. And this is done. So this is my vector logo for my magazine. So lorem ipsum, and it has a theme here. And I just eyeballed this. If you guys want to eyeball it, and you can go back in later when you're actually submitting your magazine drafts. But lorem ipsum CMYK, so cyan, magenta, white, yellow, and black. It says magazine. So actually I'm going to make this a little bit shorter so that it lines right up with magazine. So view, guides, rulers, show rulers. I'm just going to drag a ruler down if I can. So that's all lined up. I'm just going to bring this a little bit tighter. So alright, so that's it. Lorem ipsum magazine CMYK. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just save this as a Illustrator file, and then I can open this in InDesign. So I click save, title it lorem ipsum title, and click save. I'm going to save it to my desktop just because it's a little bit easier for me to get to desktop. And keep it Illustrator CC and click OK. Alright, and that's it. That's a vector design logo that you can use to submit for your project. And that's it.